Okay, so now we're coming to the town of Madsen. I probably drove maybe, I don't know, 5 to 7 clicks out of Red Lake. And yeah, so let's go take a look at Madsen, shall we? Now, I spent many years here. Off the top of my head, I would have to say I spent probably 5 years here, I think, living. So let's go check Madsen out. Now, straight ahead is the last town of Sturt Olsen. We'll take a drive down there after Madsen. Oh, I spent a lot of time here. You guys see that big mine shaft in the distance there? Yeah, let's see how much that changed. There used to be a shaft that diagonally ran over the top of the street. From the pictures I've seen, they tore it down. But when we were kids, what we used to do, oh yeah, they tore everything away. Okay. Yeah, this has changed quite a bit. Okay. You guys see that big mine shaft right there? Well, there used to be a thing that came down, it was started at the bottom, and it diagonally ran left up into the sky, and it connected to this great big massive building. Now, we used to take our toboggans, and it was like a conveyor belt. And we used to slide down these old rollers down at the bottom. We used to put fiberglass insulation at the bottom. And yeah, it was crazy. Now, there was a building here on the right, a massive building. I used to think I used to jump off it into this lake below. But I think that may have been a dream because I was pretty fucking high. So I think I was just dreaming that I did that. Because it was a fantasy of mine. I've always wanted to do it. When we used to explore this mine and the shaft in there, the building was a massive building on to your left here. Massive. So then they tore all that down. Tore it all down. So, holy shit. This is bringing back some fucking memories. Now, there was a garbage dump just ahead, I think. Or maybe down this road here on the right. This hill used to look, remember, I used to be so big. Now, down here, yeah, maybe down this trail, it used to bring us to a garbage dump. And we used to spend a lot of time as kids. Like, in behind here, we used to call them the flats. There was no trees, it was just like dead trees, but there was like this lot of clay sand. We used to put our little donkey for toys in there, our you know, Hot Wheels and stuff, and we used to make stuff. Now, there used to be some kind of community center up the top of this hill on the right. We'll come back down that and see if it's still there. I remember a time, it was my childhood friend who used to live here. We were in Sufferville. His name was Sean Justowski. Now, he was coming down this hill on his pedal bike, and no, I'm just visiting here. I haven't been here for about 30 years, so I'm just taking the tour. Yeah, thank you. So maybe we will start here because there's another place I want to show you guys. Yeah, I'll just go straight ahead and I'll come around the other side. Now, I remember too, I don't know, I'm not seeing it, but there used to be things called pipe boxes. They were like, our sewer was above ground, and it was in a box, and it had like tin around it. And they used to run all over the town. I don't know where the fuck they are, but they used to run along here on the right, up and down here. And sometimes they'd break, and you'd see shit and piss running all over the streets, and it'd freeze, eh? Oh, fuck. Now, we should be pulling up to Madsen High School. They probably tore that fucking thing down by now. We used to go in there and play as kids. Yeah, it would have been right here. Yeah, it looks like okay, there's the baseball diamond. Oh, shit. Okay, so I passed the high school. Okay, so there's the baseball diamond. So, there used to be a school right over here, right straight ahead. It's all gone now. We used to go in there and break windows and glass, and all we did was smash windows. It was so much fun. And one time, it was pretty funny. You know those, what do you call call those tube lights, long tube lights they have in school. You know, they give you a headache. Well, we were smashing those. My friend Sean smashed one, and it came down, and it stuck in my back, one of those tubes. And we pulled the tube out of my back, and the blood couldn't stop. It was fucking flowing out of my back. We ran home, and my little sister's freaking out. She's got all this toilet paper. She's trying to plug all the blood from pouring out of my back because it wasn't stopping. The bathtub was full of blood. My mom was off at Forest. She worked at North American Lumber. She was off at Forest, and we had to take care of ourselves until she got home. Yeah, so there's the batting field. We spent a lot of time there. The Camels just lived down there. He was my catcher, so we used to practice here all the time. Now down this street is Russet Lake. We spent a lot of time down here as kids, down this road. We used to go swimming. Now I don't know if I can go down there or not. And oh shit, they blocked it all off. Okay. There used to be a road down here. It used to take you down to the Russet pump house. And it was our Madsen's pump the water in. Now we used to jump off this thing and into the lake and go swimming and shit. A friend of mine almost drowned there a couple of times. Story for another time. All right, back to the big city of Madsen. This is probably the size of Kosher, you know, maybe a little smaller. Oh my God, this is fucking just crazy. Wow. Now, I'm gonna go down where Madsen ends. I haven't been down here. Okay, now this hill here, see right ahead to your right? Now we used to go down this hill, cross here with our toboggans and that, and we used to go down Russet Lake. There used to be a big hill down there. We used to be able to drive down. We used to go as our toboggans and slide. But I remember this exact moment right here. Me and Sean were sliding down this hill, right down there, and this exact spot is where my neighbor's dog Fred got hit by a car. And I'm telling you, the blood was coming out of his fucking mouth. We were both crying. We're freaking out. So we put the dog that was dying on the crazy carpet, and we brought it to the neighbor, and he paid us $5 to go bury it. And I'll tell you this fucking story when we get to that spot over at the tennis court. Now what we did is we buried the dog above ground with some rocks. Like we were like fucking 6 or 7 years old. You know, so we didn't know how to properly bury anything. And come the spring, you know, the birds were having a feast. You know, and yeah, it was pretty fucking sad. Now there was a house right here on the corner. Now these all used to be abandoned houses. Like I remember, like just there was nothing. And me and Sean, we got some gas and we started a fire just to hang out and smoke cigars. And anyways, that house caught fire and we burnt it to the fucking ground. Oh, shit. I just remember being more abandoned houses back then. Everything seemed to be empty back when I was a kid. Well, this is the end of the line of Madsen. I don't know what goes around here. I never went past it when I was a kid, so I'll go back to town. I don't know what's up these roads and that, so I'm not going to bother going. Oh yeah, it takes him behind. Yeah, okay, I know where that goes. Alright, well, as far as I remember, it just takes you to Stair Olson. So let's go see where I live. Probably, 7, 8 years old maybe. See, I was at St. John's Public School, so grade 7, 8 maybe. No. That would have been grade 5 or 6. I lived here in Madsen. Just take the school bus to St. John's. We'll go see that later. So we just, the left here is where we just passed on the left. That's where we came from. So now we're just heading straight. Birch Lane. Is that it? Birch Lane? Yeah, that sounds familiar. I think that's where I live. Oh, yes. Yeah, here we go. Okay. So, on the left here, this guy used to live here. He had a garden here we used to always raid. He had the best garden in the fucking city. And this guy used to jump into the ice to the hole. He was a health nut. And there's Sean's house. That's his house there. Probably a story. Some of the guys will tell you the story of I used to work with about the episode with the dog. Well, that's where he lived. Remember that garage I was telling you where that thing with the episode with the dog happened? Well, that's the garage it happened in. I'm not going to talk about that story because there's a lot of other people viewing this, and let's just say it's pretty fucking graphic. So we won't get into that story because younger people probably watch it. So this is where I lived up here. Should be a big white house. This is it right here on the right. God, is that ever small? What the fuck? God damn, I thought it was like 5 times the size of this. This is fucking surreal. So there's an upstairs there. There used to be tunnels in the wall up into this house. We used to play in there as we were kids. And I just remember this house being a hell of a lot bigger. I lived here for a long time. There's the garage there. I remember this one time we used to play darts in there, and my friend put a dart right through my hand. Fuck. God damn, is that ever small? Fuck! It seems so much bigger. Well, time, perceptions, everything, I guess. And I had some friends that lived here next door. The guy had a Roadrunner. I remember that. Can't remember their names though. I had some more friends that lived at the top of this road. It's totally eluding me right now. I remember his nickname was Squirts, but this should come to a dead end. This is where we used to play kick the can as we were kids. And it looks like it's not a dead end anymore. Okay, the houses have changed here. This looks new. So we used to play kick the can here a lot. Right in this corner, all the kids in the neighborhood. This corner was the kick the can homestead. Oh, I just backed into a tree. Right on. This is a lot different than I remember. So this road didn't come all the way through. It stopped right here. This was the home base right here. This road used to come to a dead end. I'm gonna check this video and then continue this tour. Okay, I got 14 minutes. Okay, I'm going to download this, and we'll go to Start Olson.